defending democracy against Dayton Campbell and lawsuit threats. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. It's SkyWalker, imploring Mr. Dayton Campbell to start smelling the coffee and behaving himself as a good public individual. Nobody has time for all sorts of bad behavior these days. Coffee will wake you up, sir. This is where we encourage people to drink the coffee. But if you are Seventh day Adventist, you can just smell it. Today, I want to dive into an issue that's been weighing heavily on my mind, an issue that impacts us all, the fight against corruption and the importance of integrity in politics. The IC is not working except against the JLP for political reasons, and the people must now stand the duty of integrity watch. This is what made me become political in the first place. I saw what they were doing to the Prime Minister, Andrew Holness. Now, recently, we have seen some troubling events unfold with public figures using their influence to silence those who call out wrongdoing. When people like Dayton Campbell threaten lawsuits against individuals for repeating statements he made himself about the misuse of public funds, it raises serious questions about accountability and transparency. In a leaked conversation with Clarence Rowe, Campbell admitted to strategically allocating funds from the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation KSAMC for political purposes. He admitted to be a part of it or to be benefiting from it. He mentioned that the money was used to shore up support for PNP representatives in preparation for upcoming elections. This kind of misuse of public funds is not just corruption, it's theft. Misusing funds intended for public benefit erodes trust in our institutions and undermines the very fabric of our democracy. Dayton Campbell has also made accusations against Prime Minister Andrew Holness, claiming that Holness lacks compassion for the poorest Jamaicans and has engaged in nepotism and cronyism. However, the Integrity Commission found no strong evidence to support these allegations and no charges were brought against Holness. Despite this, Campbell continues to insist that the allegations remain valid. This approach by Campbell should be seen as his way of doing things. What is good for Andrew should be good for him too, especially when he perpetuated it against the subject. The Bible did say that you should do to others what you would accept to be done against you. Therefore, I believe that Dayton Campbell should not mind being called every word that he called Andrew Holness, whom there were no concrete evidence against either. Dayton deserves even more serious and damning bywords than Andrew ever did, considering that he was the witness against himself. What better evidence do you want? I would not do to Dayton what Dayton would not do to someone else. Obviously, Dayton exposed Dayton as being corrupt, and by me believing Dayton, I declare that Dayton is corrupt. I believe Dayton. If I don't believe that Dayton is corrupt, even to the degree that he would misappropriate public funds or at least be involved in or benefit from it, which is all the same in my eyes. If I do not believe him and say that he is all of that, then I would be calling him a liar. And that's another thing, right? If I don't believe him when he said that he is a part of this thing, this ring that misappropriates public fund, then I would be calling him him a liar. So Dayton is involved in corruption and in a damning way. It's thieving. Hmm? It's a damned if you do and damned if you don't situation. If I believe him, I mean, then he's a thief. And if I don't believe him, then he's a liar. If you believe Dayton, then Dayton is taking from the public purse. And if you don't believe Dayton, then Dayton is a liar. So which one is it? Explain it to me, Dayton. Tell me which one to believe, and I will believe you. Because either way it's damning for a public official. Hmm? Either way, it's damning for a public official. So, should I say you are a thief or should I say you are a liar? Just explain it to me. I want to know what to say about you. Mark Golding tells enough lies already. This is too much now. It's too much. Jamaicans cannot sit down and watch this wickedness play out, where people can do the corrupt thing before your eyes and then browbeat you into letting it slide. Hmm? Somebody have to speak out, man. It is funny how Mark behaves like the London clock named Big Ben. That's how Dayton's leader behave. Like that clock in London named Big Ben talking about time come, time come, time come. But he has no time to insist on integrity in his party. And then he claims that he was born in Jamaica. These rice people behave like a sore foot in Jamaica, and now it's too much for too long. Time come to tell the truth without compromise. If Dayton Campbell, as a big responsible adult, did say that Dayton Campbell, the same big responsible adult, was knowingly receiving funds misappropriated from the public purse, then Dayton Campbell is saying that Dayton Campbell is a crooked crook. Someone who knows the meaning of words and who has some comprehension skills, correct me if I am wrong. One Dayton Campbell asserted that, and the other Dayton Campbell is suing for saying that. What can go so? Huh? What can go so? Which one of the Dayton Campbell is the real Dayton Campbell? Standing up for the truth and demanding righteousness is not just a choice, it's a responsibility. Those public figures that will jump out of the woodwork to inform us that the two sides do it, so it not wrong, are mostly PNP supporters. They would never say it when all the injustices were hurled at Andrew Holness. They supported the wickedness without justification, though. The moment Dayton Campbell was called out, in fact, he called out himself where no stronger evidence is needed. They are ready to claim that no one has a monopoly on integrity when they were technically declaring that the PNP had just that in the first place, the monopoly on integrity. And Mark Golding was holy, holy Saint Mark with the halo on top. And he was all floating around the globe and telling all sorts of lies. He was born in London and in Jamaica at the same time, floating around at St. Mark, and he had the halo according to them. We know they will not do right by us, the people. We need no more revelations for that. These people are evil. We, the people, are on our own. When corrupt, when corrupt public officials try to browbeat others into silence, it's an attack on the voice of the people. We cannot allow those who do wrong to intimidate and bully those who speak out, while those that know better are have the duty to protect against that same thing try to tell us that it is kosher. wolves in sheep's clothing and scalawags in public offices. It's too much now. It's too much. Do you think we can sit down and take that all day? Huh? Do you think it's gonna be like that forever? It's called out now and you have to all stop. You all have to stop. And you all have to do better. This is our country and all we all have a role to play in holding our leaders accountable. If we don't stand up for what's right, who will? Together, we must push back against corruption and fight for a society built on integrity, transparency, and justice. Let's make sure that the truth is heard loud and clear. Let's be bold enough to demand righteousness from our leaders and from ourselves. Thank you for watching. If you believe in what I've said, share this message, speak out, and let's work together to create a better future. Stay strong, stay righteous, and let's keep fighting for the right because this country has been slipping into anarchy due to Rise United operated operating like political rogues because our Jamaica is the only country we have. So we must protect it because we can be deported from America and England. So we have to take our own little rock more seriously and defend it against all sorts of tyrants. Think on these things, my people. Peace out.